For those trying to enjoy their lives in downtown land, I feel for you. Recently, I made a video about YouTuber Jack Doherty, which surprisingly got 100k views in just a few days. In that video, I covered some of his worst moments from streams, like when he bullies random people on the street and picks fights with them. But recently, new info dropped that I had to address, specifically the incident where Jack's bodyguard sucker punched a guy at a party in LA during a live stream. The bodyguard not only knocked the guy out, but then challenged him to a fight, looking like he wanted to kill him. This was a bad look for Jack, and now he's being sued by the guy his bodyguard punched. It's funny because this happened a year ago and the lawsuit's still going on. Reportedly, Jack tried to get his insurance to cover it, but they declined. No surprise there. I mean, even if Jack pays a lot for insurance, there's no way they'd help after seeing that clip. Jack does this kind of stuff all the time. And I wonder how much he's getting sued for this, probably a lot, which might also explain why State Farm didn't want to cover it. Years ago, Jack even appeared on Dr. Phil because his brother and neighbor hated how his content affected their lives. That episode was comedy gold. At the time, Jack was still up to his usual antics, but going on Dr. Phil didn't change anything. Soon after, he moved to LA, started his OnlyFans empire, and created some of the most ridiculous content out there. This isn't just any low-level cringe. Jack goes out in public and causes chaos, bothering random people walking by, thinking it's all hilarious. These clips are turning him into a hated figure, kind of like the new Jake Paul or Logan Paul from back in 2016. But unlike them, everyone's laughing at Jack, not with him. Jack's actions have not only alienated him from the influencer world, but have also drawn major criticism for promoting inappropriate content to kids. People hate him, especially for how he affects others' lives. But despite this, his fanbase grows. Even some of the biggest streamers have called him out. Nickmercs, a hugely successful streamer, spoke about Jack on the Bussin' with the Boys podcast. Nickmercs criticized Jack and another streamer, Neon, for their disrespectful behavior. He said these streamers who gain fame and money at a young age often don't know how to handle it, comparing them to NFL players who struggle with sudden success. He also mentioned that Jack's parents probably support him because of the money he's making, even though his behavior is out of control. The problem with Jack is that he's surrounded by people who enable his behavior because he's making so much money, probably enough to support his family for generations. It's difficult for anyone, even his parents, to tell him to stop when they're benefiting too. However, some influencers argue that Jack's success is questionable. Sure, he has money and followers, but is that true success? Society knows not all rich people are happy. I wanted this video to reflect not just on the content Jack creates, but also on the legacy he's leaving behind and how his behavior affects those around him. What do you guys think of this whole situation? Let me know in the comments about the lawsuit, his insurance issues, and what others like Nickmercs and Jake Paul have said about him. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's hit 1,000 likes. See you in the next one.